the Normies, and we are all here to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. There's been a lot of demand, both,
so excited,
both in the subscribers and from me. As you can see, I'm a big fan, so I'm really excited. Now, what do you guys, like, from the people who haven't seen it, what are you guys expecting, you know, really?
I mean, I saw, like, a little bit of, like, Full Alchemy, the other one. And
so, like... Full Alchemy?
Full Alchemy. Not
full
just
alchemy.
part Alchemy.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I saw Full Iron Alchemist.
Metal!
Triggering. I saw, like, some of it, like, you know, it came on cartoon, it came on Adult Swim or no,
yeah.
So, like, Toonami or whatever it came on. Like, I would see some of them, like, oh, like, so I kind of, like, am aware of it, but, like... But I mean, and I don't know what the story is. I mean, I've listened to people talk about it on YouTube, but like, I don't.
It was the first one more.
It was regular. I don't think Brotherhood really came. It came for a while. I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist. I've never seen Brotherhood, and so, I've been waiting.
Raise your hand if you have not seen this at all.
I don't think so.
You kind of seen.
But
well,
these
you haven't
two...
seen Brotherhood.
She hasn't seen Brotherhood.
Yeah, so this one at all.
Yeah.
So and these two have never seen Fullmetal Alchemist or seen the trailer or kind of know what it's about.
Yeah.
Just a little of what like Ben has gotten in some unboxings and some random clues.
Yeah, and I actually brought some of the the things that were sent to me.
So is this devil worship? It looks like devil worship.
Well, it was very close because like alchemy was, if you look at it, it was the basis for chemistry. It was the basis for astronomy. I mean, like it was the basis. It was the roots of the scientific tree. You know, and all things that are in fact now, or like factual nowadays, have their basis in the mythology, you know.
But if you go on like Wikipedia page on Alchemist, a lot of the stuff they talk about actually gets mentioned here and there in the show. Nice. To a point where like they're not really true to the source, but they're kind of true to the source.
Because they with this, like they'll use like what's it called, like the Tree of Life, which is in the Torah. Like they'll show that in the different places, and they'll use other things that were common for like witchcraft and you know, back in, you know, the 1600s. But
so it's educational.
It's educational with a hell of a twist.
A hell of a twist. You'll enjoy it.
Based on educational.
Yeah.
Grounded in reality.
It's grounded. I mean, just like Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code. It's based in reality somewhat, but they definitely...
But it's not the truth.
It's not the truth at all, because alchemy is not real.
What?
Sewers just shaved in the middle of November.
Oh! Dun, dun, dun! Oh, no!
So you don't want to look like a homeless hobo hipster? I see how it is.
Hopefully it's December by the time you're seeing this video.
No, I hope it's next week.
So I want to say one thing about alchemy. I think like part of the practice was like once you realize that just having more electrons inside of a thing can make it the other thing. Is that like kind of how it was it based off of that? No. Like off the periodic table elements, like, oh, that's next to gold. So if we put enough electrons in it, it'll be gold.
You ever fuck with alchemy in like Skyrim and shit?
No, there's a game called Alchemy where you just smash it together until like you literally just like you start with earth, wind, water, and fire, and you just keep smashing them together until eventually you get like the world. It's super silly.
What?
And like you finally get mushroom, and then you put mushroom plus man, and it's like you got Super Mario. And you're like, fuck yeah! Somebody knows about this game. It's an awesome game.
That is so weird.
Oh, for your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have played that. That game's so
Oh my god. Well, comment below if you know about that game. Comment below what you think about his shave.
There's Alchemy 1, there's Alchemy 2.
Let's do this. We're gonna binge watch this. Hopefully 3 to 4 episodes. I'm super excited. Let's do this.
The freezing alchemist. Really? He's here?
We have information that he managed to slip into Central a few days ago. That's why I've summoned you here, Colonel. I need you and your men to smoke him out and bring him in.
Consider it done, sir.
I'm glad you're with us in Central for a while, Mustang. It's good to know I have people here I can count on.
Sir.
One last thing. Our rising young star is here as well. I'm placing him at your disposal.
Forgive me, Führer Bradley, but just to be clear, are you referring to...
Führer Bradley?
Like Attack on Titan, German is involved.
Yeah.
God damn it. The Colonel's never gonna let us out of here, is he?
Is the moon on top of them?
Yes, they are on the moon, actually.
I don't know, Al. For now, let's just get this over with, okay?
Lead the way, brother.
Oh, this is different.
Oh, I will say, like, as far as what you know, it's not going to ruin anything.
Don't be a Chris.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll kick you out of your Ben.
It's going to change about less than halfway through. It's going to change about halfway through.
The intro changes. That's not a big spoiler. We'll hear it several times, don't worry.
It's also in Japanese.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm stumbling into people on this narrow winding road.
And I will say, at times you might want to skip this because there is going to be some things that they show in here that are spoiling.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yeah. No, like Attack on Titan, they intentionally mislead you with their intro.
I love it.
But this, they actually spoil some stuff.
Oh, interesting. Kind of dissect it and see what it might mean. What the shit is happening?
Also, they have all the characters.
Dude, it's got even more.
Oh,
These characters are still somewhat based. It's still the same story as the other one.
Slightly.
Same basis. Different story. I just like her.
Wouldn't she's the best.
I didn't know they had guns.
Shit. Oh.
Katara confirmed.
Yeah. Are they dead?
Water freezes, water boils.
AF.
Either way, you're just as dead.
Yep, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Anime, yeah.
I know you. You are the Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric.
Edward Elric. Okay.
Elric.
I thought his name was Elrond.
He's so
Not you,
No, I'm his younger brother, Alphonse.
but he's a root.
Oh, yeah, can I do this?
I've heard the stories, but still I never imagined this. The Fullmetal Alchemist is just a little kid.
Come on, let's get going, Al. We got a train to catch.
Oh, okay.
Can't he just use alchemy again?
What is that, steam?
Brother, he's gone.
Off topic. Have you turned up any leads for getting your bodies back to normal?
Maybe if you ever gave us time to look. Wow, it's an honor to finally meet the youngest state alchemist ever. You're a real legend around here. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Mays Hughes. A pleasure. You, Elric, I understand that you two don't have a place to stay, which means you'll have to come with me. Look, we have guests. These are the Elric brothers.
Big brother. Little brother.
Nice to meet you.
Everywhere he goes.
Edward Elric. This is my younger brother, Alphonse Elric. Get that? Younger brother.
My younger, he's little. You're little. It looked a lot like Mom's, huh?
Yeah, almost as good, too.
Really? In that case, I'm definitely adding it to the list of things I'm gonna eat once I get my body back.
Right. Put it on there, right near the top.
I like how it's making us figure things out.
Get away! Hurry! Let's hurry.
That guy popped him like a balloon?
Pretty much.
Finished.
Present reflexes, Isaac.
Indeed.
Design, the strong-arm alchemist, Alex Louis Armstrong in the flesh.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's the best. Like,
I've always wanted to chop that ego down to size.
Except you need far more than water, just like Spider-Man.
oh, he's like the cheesiest.
Feels a lot like bending battles.
Yeah, I like it.
Who is it?
It's been a long time, Freezer.
War buddy, please don't flatter yourself. I knew no friends in Ishval, only military bastards and their damn dogs.
Shit.
Jesus.
Stop right there. I was wondering what you were doing in this alley, so I came back to check it out. And bingo.
There's nowhere to run this time.
Clearly, but who's running?
What the fuck is that?
That's why he was drawing them.
Yeah, you know.
Ah.
What's
Wondering
red?
about that.
He was drawing a bunch.
But what is red?
On this scale,
What does it mean?
Possible. Unless
It means he's performing alchemy.
the Philosopher's Stone.
You know what you serve or what their true plans are?
Who cares? It's not my problem.
Don't be a fool! He'll leave us all to ruin. I'm only doing what needs to be done.
I told you I don't care. So where is it? You have a Philosopher's Stone, don't you?
You're out of your league.
No, it never does. It's just his mustache will move.
Oh. You redirected it, that's it.
You're King Bradley. For your cold-blooded crimes in Ishval, I condemn you to a frozen hell.
Not so fast.
How difficult everything really is.
Too slow!
Oh, God. There's nothing in there.
There's no one in there. It's empty. I see. It all makes sense. You fools committed the ultimate taboo. You attempted human transmutation, didn't you? Alchemy's one and only unforgivable sin.
this can't be happening. Give him back. He's my brother.
Just give it back. He's my little brother. He's all I have left.
Oh.
It's a metal hand too, you know.
And down you go.
All the water I need. 70% of my body.
Oh.
AIDS!
Damn.
That's fucking gross.
God.
And that's how AIDS started.
Understand? I'm trying to save this country.
By freezing it?
I think he's trying to kill the government, dude.
And unleash something?
Brother.
I'll try not to ask rhetorical questions, but don't answer me if it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can't answer. I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know what he's trying to do. Like get the prisoners out.
No, he's just trying to free Central. That's his.
So that guy needs water to do his thing.
Who?
Freezer.
Yeah.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
And so
He
Mustang-
needs water, and Mustang.
You'll find out.
You'll find out his thing, but no, water's no good for him.
Big boss. I like the black and white.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh my god. Is it blood?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He needs that blood too, though, right?
He needs it, right?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
He's a normal person, yeah.
Is that the fear?
Yeah.
Blood magic. Oh, I like it when anime does
What
this.
just happened?
What?
Got his shit fucked up.
That's disgusting.
Is that the?
Philosopher's Stone?
I don't know.
That is too bad.
How does he just know?
Major, go now! Leave it to me!
God. Ooh. He barely got it.
Job well done, Fullmetal. I came out to see if I could lend a hand.
What?
And to think that I'd actually be the one to catch him. If nothing else, this should make an exciting story for my son.
The anti-establishment are the good guys.
Ooh, is that a cold I hear?
Maybe. There are no good guys, maybe.
I'm told you're the man of the hour.
Maybe it'll say something in the official report.
Greetings, Edward. I heard you were in the hospital. I guess right over!
What?
I suspected you're in desperate need of my assistance.
Is that Piccolo's voice?
I think so,
That sounds
yeah.
like it.
Vegeta and Piccolo, yeah.
You see? You're looking livelier already.
I see, so Isaac's dead,
Oh,
is he?
was the bed.
That's a shame. I had such high hopes for him, too. But the Philosopher's Stone?
It's with Harry Potter.
Sounds like he overused it. Gluttony. Try to chew quietly. I'm on the phone.
Gluttony?
Yes, things are going well here in Leon.
Okay.
We'll be ready. It all begins very soon.
Why does that thing look like it's smiling at me?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
The top part.
The top tower, yeah.
That's interesting.
Alright, interesting. I'm gonna pause it.
So, episode 1, Fullmetal Alchemist, a Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
FMAB.
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 I mean, you smell like cologne.
What do you guys think?
Thanks.
And coffee.
So, what does this side of the couch think?
Serge, you can go first.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a solid first episode that didn't hold your hand quite as much as I thought it would, or I thought most pilot episodes do. Maybe it's because it's kind of they already did a show, and so they probably expected some of the fans to kind of know things off the bat a little quick.
No, the original was also starting this way. They kind of
yeah.
expect. I mean, this was nothing same to the first episode of Fullmetal Alchemist,
No,
but at the same
no.
time, it was still like it let you answer the questions. Like you ask a question, but you know the questions are there, and they slowly put the answers.
Yeah, they you can extrapolate the information, but later on they do. There are those episodes where they kind of lay down everything for you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I
And
just yawned. Everybody looked at me and yawned.
Because he tried to. That wasn't a complaint necessarily.
Oh,
was
no,
just like,
I mean,
I was just saying as a fact. Yeah, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I mean, same thing with like Attack on Titan or Evangelion. I mean, it just kind of throws you into the mix. There's shit has happened and is going on, and you're just slowly picking this stuff up. So I would have to say that the hardest thing that you're gonna, I guess, come across is understanding the alchemy. But once that's kind of explained, it's like, oh, okay, and then that just becomes very much a part of the world.
Chris, what'd you think?
It was alright. It was kind of cool. I'm not like a big fan of anime, which I know I've said before.
Really, you have said that before? I never noticed.
You have said that before?
Yeah,
No.
like
That wasn't so
I don't think Avatar's anime. When I say anime, I mean animation from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Stories from that's exactly what I mean. And so I fucked with like Fooly Cooly and Cowboy Bebop and a handful of things, but like I've never been like hardcore anime. So for me, this one was like super anime, and it's silly, and I'm like, all right, cool, but I'm not hooked or anything.
That's what I noticed. It's more silly than the first one. That's kind of had reservations toward. But I think, for personally, I'm super excited, and that's why I'm curious to know because I'm already attached to the characters. But I know you will get attached to it for a little bit later.
Yeah, and I don't remember what I know from barely seeing it when it's on, and so I don't know. I knew there was nothing inside of the suit, and I'm really glad they addressed that this episode because that is one of the only things that there's nobody inside of the suit.
Alphonse's suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I knew that because I don't know when you learn that in the other one, but I knew that, and I was glad that they got that out of the way.
They tell you the first episode because the first episode they're going to cover that stuff later on, and this series. It's just like what happened was that they the anime caught up and passed the manga.
Okay.
So up to a point, it's very faithful to the manga, and then that's kind of what they kind of skim over. Like the first episode is a completely different introduction, and then they kind of go back to the old story and revisit a little bit, but not as much as.
Well, sounds confusing. Also, it's pronounced manga, not manga. Just wanna...
Get the fuck out of here.
What, Captain?
I liked it. I'm a little confused. I need to watch more to get into
Let's
it.
do it. Next episode.
Above or below market value. First episode. Pressure's on.
Don't do this.
Judge
not
it.
yet.
Judge it. I don't have an opinion yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it is. They do a lot of German.
Yeah,
like,
every time I hear Führer, I have
Her heart rate increases.
small goosebumps.
Yeah.
So the
Like
Führer,
good or bad
there
goosebumps?
was
I mean,
quite a-
Like very bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was quite a bit of information in this still, though. Like, the Führer has some hidden... maybe it's not a hidden awesome guy. I thought it was hidden at first, but then they were all like, yeah, the Führer is the one that actually took him down. But...
Oh, I think he's a little shady, dude. Like, when he walked in there and the whole, like, thing turned black and then he didn't want to admit that he did kill him. Like, why not, motherfucker? That was...
See, that was actually really clever, that part. But did you took any notes down? Because they both were on dark. So it's not like you could actually, like, it wasn't like, one was white or one was black.
I know that.
But
I
at
mean,
the same time,
so, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, there's stylistically a change right there, and then there was some suspicion there, and I think we are being led to believe already that there's something up with the government. I mean, that's why he's, like, dogs of war, and, like, the first bad guy is an ex-military dude, so, like, there's some interesting conflict there. You know, that motherfucker seems shady.
It's the cast is expansive. The twists and turns you're gonna about to take on here are excellent. Like, hands down, this is one of my favorite shows. Not anime or anything. This is just favorite show. Period.
I have heard through the grapevine that it has a slow incline to awesomeness.
Very much.
So
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I took it on faith with Avatar too. I wasn't quite hooked with Avatar on the very first episode, but it eventually did grab me. So I'm excited to watch a new show, a new universe, a new lore to like learn and discover on our own. The anti-establishment. Freezer? Is that what his name was?
Freezer Alchemist, but
the Freezer Alchemist, and there's like a Crimson Alchemist, and there's like
because he went to go see. Yeah, he went to go see the Crimson Alchemist. So like, find out about him later on.
I don't know.
His name's Gimli.
And the main officer, chief guy.
You just spoiled something.
Mustang.
He called
Mustang. What is
they called him by his name?
Roy
Mustang.
Hey!
His name's Roy Mustang.
Did he spoil it?
No.
Okay.
I said his name is Roy Mustang.
I mean, if he did, I didn't know that.
No, they said he went to go see Gimli in jail.
I'm taking it from you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that bad juju off of me.
He's trying to get it on me.
But who you were saying, like, who's like...
He mentioned that, like, oh, I'm trying to save you guys, and it's just like a, maybe not, obviously, a generic bad guy one-liner. Maybe there's obviously some conspiracy or something going on. If I'm trying to make predictions off the very first episode alone, obviously I need to learn a lot more about this universe and what the fuck Evan is his name. Evan? Edward.
Ed and L.
I was wondering, like, what the hell they were doing before what happened to his brother and why he had to bring him back and what the hell they were doing.
They'll definitely get into that, like, because it's fun the way that they did it in this one. Is like they showed each other flashes, like, oh, they've already been through some shit. What is that? So,
like, I mean, they mentioned like forbidden alchemy. It's kind of like the forbidden
human transmutation.
Human transmutation.
Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Hannah, you didn't say much, but did you want anything?
So I've seen not all of this, but like quite a bit of it. So it's like I'm still in the stage where it's like I have an idea of what's going on and what it's building up to, but I don't know how anything really resolves. Because way back in the day, I used to watch it on Toonami, and then he was rewatching it at some, like, he'd watch it when I was at work, and I'd come home, and there'd be, like, an episode on here and an episode on there. So there's a lot of plot holes that are being filled in, but at this stage in the game, there's really nothing that I can contribute that won't, like...
Yeah.
Even for me, like, with Fullmetal Alchemist, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what's building up to, but there's a lot of also plot holes for me. It's like, I don't know about Freyr. I don't know.
So is it a good idea to start with the Brotherhood and not with the first
It's the same.
It's recommended.
It's the same story?
Not the same story. It's... I don't know. I think the story in Brotherhood is completely different, but the base is correct. Like, they are state alchemists. Like, they are looking for Philosopher's Stone.
The first 20 episodes is the original.
Oh, is it?
Follow this, and then after that, they start to they start going on their own tangent. This one, like I said, they changed the beginning to kind of speed things up because they had already made the original, and the original was very faithful to the manga, but you're not losing anything. by the way they do this, and if anything, you kind of get to the juicier stuff quicker.
I bet, like, I loved Fullmetal Alchemist, and people always be like, watch Brotherhood, and it was like, it better be good.
It is. It's very dear to my heart. Just all the things they covered throughout the whole series.
Well, let's get to that.
Let's get to it.
Bye, guys. Subscribe, like, comment below, and do things. And see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching the series premiere reaction episode for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more FMAB content. Big shout out to our super patrons Luis, Joe, Abel, John, Toy Soldier, Amanda D, and Penguin Squad. And we'll see you guys soon.